Today marks the official end of the heat wave in Gauteng, at least. But now we can take a look back at just how hot it has been over the course of the last week, bearing in mind that for Johannesburg, the threshold temperature for a heat wave is 32 degrees Celsius, and we need to reach that maximum for at least 3 consecutive days. And over the course of the last week, we can see that we've gotten to that at least from Tuesday until yesterday. Saturday afternoon was the hottest in the city, reaching almost 35 degrees Celsius. But thankfully, today is going to be cooler in the area. And as if a sign from above, rain has already started the day off in Gauteng, helping to cool things down even further for those parts. The showers and thunderstorms that have moved over the area are currently moving further eastwards at the moment, so it is drying up in the province, but we are expecting further thunder showers later today. A bit of morning fog in the eastern parts will burn up in the next couple of hours, and as mentioned, thunder showers redeveloping on the Highveld as well as into KwaZulu-Natal, while a low pressure system will be causing windy weather for some areas in the Cape provinces, especially for the coastline of the Eastern Cape. We'll take a look at those winds in just a minute. And then towards the west coast this evening, that low pressure will also start pulling in moisture overnight, and that's going to bring cloudy conditions all across the Atlantic seaboard this evening. Looking at the alerts, there is a warning in place for high fire danger conditions over the central and western interior. For these parts, the heat wave also continues for today, so staying very hot, especially for some areas in the Free State and the Northern Cape. In terms of rainfall, thunder showers for this afternoon over the eastern and central parts of the country, including parts of the Free State. Scattered storms into Gauteng, and especially for the Mpumalanga Highveld, it could become quite wet in the region this afternoon, and late in the afternoon and this evening there could be a few isolated thunder showers for some areas in the Western Cape. The detailed forecast for today showing warm to hot conditions in the north. Johannesburg now below that 32-degree threshold with a maximum temperature of 29 expected for today. And in KwaZulu-Natal, a fair amount of cloud persisting in the area, keeping Maritzburg cooler at 24. And in the Eastern Cape, it will be a warm to hot day, a few thunder showers possible, especially for the mountainous parts. Very windy along the Eastern Cape coastline, 50 kilometres per hour for East London as well as Port Elizabeth. Over the southern interior, very isolated thunder showers for Beaufort West, but dry elsewhere over the region. And as we head towards the coastline, we see it's going to be a pleasantly mild day in the area with fairly light winds expected, but fresh at times for Jeffreys Bay. Heading into the Northern Cape, this is where we see the very hot weather continuing. 39 for Uppington, Kimberley 37, but there is a small chance that you could see a couple of thunderstorms in the area. And while it's a partly cloudy start to the day over the western coastline, it does become cloudy towards late afternoon and evening, and swells only reaching a height of about 2 meters. And then heading into tomorrow, quite a change for those western parts with some rain moving in, while thunder showers are expected across the eastern half of the country. And it's going to be a very hot day for Bombela, reaching a maximum of 35 degrees. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Yuveka, it's back to you in Johannesburg.